I realized there are like 24 people in the live stream. My bad. Is that Edward behind you? Yes, it is. That is Edward. I think I started actually liking that series when I was like 12, 13. And I'm now 15, but I've had the blanket since like last year because I'm Team Edward. My sister is Team Jacob. Hello. I'll be going live now and then later at school, so if y'all want to join that as well later, you guys are more than welcome to. Anyways, what you guys can do while on the live stream, you guys are more than welcome to ask me questions, even if they are personal questions. I will answer them. They can't be like too intruding, but like they can be ish intruding, if you know what I mean. So like you guys can ask my age, you guys can ask like my birthday, stuff like that. Do you like Blade? Who's Blade? Oh, there's a different language in the chat. Oh crap. Hold on. I don't know how to change that language on Rain Gang. I don't. I've never heard of this, so I'm gonna say no to that. Especially when I had to look it up just to know what it is. Like I said, you guys are more than welcome to ask me any question. Even if I don't know the answer to it, I will try my best to answer it. Like, I think the only thing I won't answer is if you guys ask me what school I go to, or like my address or anything. That's personal stuff that I will not be sharing, obviously. But other stuff like different than that, I will obviously share. Like I will share my birthday. I'll share my age. Like I will share really anything you guys want to know or ask. I've had people in the past ask me where I'm from, like what country I live in, what state I live in, stuff like that. Like I don't mind telling you like the area I live in. It just By the way, I am pulling an all-nighter for school, even though it's a terrible idea, but I'm doing it anyways. Especially if you've been on my lap before, you guys would know that I tend to do a lot of all-nighters. Especially if school's the next day. I already have my outfit on for school only because of the fact I know I won't be going to bed, so when my dad comes to get me up, I'll already be awake and dressed and everything, so I'll just have the rest of that time to kind of like chill and hang out for a little bit. Yeah. By the way, I also have a Discord server. If you guys want to ask additional questions outside of the live stream, you guys can go right on ahead and join my Discord server. It's in my YouTube description. I also post on the community page on my YouTube channel. So if I ask like I'll probably go on there and ask you guys questions about what you guys want to see on the channel, stuff like that. I have links to Caleb's Twitch on my YouTube. I have links to my Instagram. Let me see. I have a donation link. I have a Twitch link. I have a Discord server link, and I have Caleb's Twitch link. So I have mine and Caleb's Twitch on there, and my Instagram. So if you guys want to add me on Instagram, there you go. What are you studying? Well, I am studying. Well, don't you only choose what you study in like college? Anyways, well, I can tell you guys the classes I'm taking this year for high school since it is my freshman year. And I've had people say I look like a college student or an adult. I am not an adult. Okay. Anyways, I'm doing biology this year, Algebra 1, Spanish, Avid. And Avid I'll be taking every single year of my high school year. As soon as you sign up for it, you take it every single year. Unless you want to get out of it, but I won't be transferring out of it anytime soon. only because of the fact it does help you get into college, because of the fact you got to go on college like tours an avid. They help you get credits. Like you don't get credits being an avid. They help you like try to succeed and get those credits you need. Like if there's any community service hours for like your credit, they will try and hook you up to try and do some community service for that credit. Um, Stuff like that. So I'm doing AVID this year. I'm doing Spanish. I'm doing algebra. I'm doing biology. I'm doing ELA. Doing human history or whatever the hell it's called. I think it's called human history. I don't know. Kind of all the basic classes. But I've already taken algebra 1 and 2, and I've taken Spanish 1 and 2. So this high school year is going to go by quite fast, only because of the fact I did go to an IB school my 6th and 7th grade year. So both those years I took algebra 1, algebra 2, Spanish 1, and Spanish 2. So even though I'm going to have to redo those credits, I mean, it's fine because the fact that I already know what I'm expecting in Spanish 1 and Spanish 2, and that I know what I should be expecting in algebra 1 and 2. So yeah, I'm hoping this school year actually goes pretty well, especially being in a legit high school where they add on to the building like every few couple of years, and being the oldest building in my district. That's a lot of talking. Y'all are supposed to be asking questions, not just having me talk the entire time. Why did you retake them? Good question. So I don't know if my credits were actually ever transferred from my IB school to this school, because if it was, it would have said on my school record saying, oh yeah, I've already taken algebra 1 and 2. So they would have put me in, say, a different language, or B, they'd put me in a higher math class instead of putting me back in algebra 1. I do not know why they're having me retake them, but honestly, I don't care, because that just means I'm going to get easy A's. And you might say, oh, well, you should probably do these so you can get those credits in those classes too. Well, I don't want to burn out my freshman year, so I just want to, even if I have to retake a class, I'm going to retake it. So, and honestly, I think 7th grade year when it came to algebra 2, I didn't understand it fully. So with me retaking algebra 2, I'm happy, because I'll be doing algebra 2 next year, not this year. I'm doing algebra 1. Yeah, it is a good idea. Yeah, I saw online it said don't burn out your freshman year, only because, like, if you're planning on going to a college, they're not going to be paying attention to your freshman year. They're going to be paying attention more towards your junior, your sophomore year, and definitely your senior year. I just want to save all my energy for those years and not just burn out my freshman year. And also, it's just good to just make sure you double check, making sure you know every equation and like some of the words in Spanish for those certain classes. Like if you know you can get it down to the point where you can just memorize it, it's right there. You know what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. Which is kind of what I want. I just want to go over it since it's been like 2 years since I took algebra 1, so I just want to like have like refresh of memory on algebra 1. And I don't know what grade you're in, but if you're in senior year, not senior year, oh my god, freshman year, do not burn out on your freshman year. Favorite food, spaghetti, easy. It's either spaghetti or probably tacos. I don't know. Why do tacos sound good? I like pizza. I mean, I like pizza. It just okay. So when I was younger, I was living at a hotel. Like that's when my dad, like, I had gotten out of the system and everything, like foster care, put back with my dad. Then we lived in a hotel, and I kind of got burned out of pizza because of the fact that we always had 7-Eleven pizza, and I hated it. So like I burnt out of pizza. Like I like it. It just if I have it all the time, I'm gonna punch someone in the face. I love pizza, but I think I'm gonna have tacos with pizza. I can understand that too much of a good thing. There's a lot of stuff about me that you probably don't know. I mean, if you want to learn a little bit more about me, like more personal stuff, I could post. I mean, I've already posted a video. There's a video posted on my channel of like me kind of describing my life, the crap I've gone through. Also, like the most recent thing that happened in that video, which was like I got broken up with and stuff like that. So that's like in the starting of the video, and then more towards the end of the video, it gets into like more personal shit. So. If you want, I can share a little bit right now on live stream. I mean, I shared it before on live stream, but that was also when I first started going live, and I've gotten used to going live a lot more often because I am now at 1K, and my goal is to hopefully get either 10K or 100 by the end of 2025, and I'm hoping I can get there. I know it's going to take a lot of work, but I'm also trying to raise donations so I can actually buy an actual camera so I can actually record at school and everything. I would like to know more about you. Okay, I guess we're just going to start off when I was little and what happened. I think it was maybe I was like 3 years old. I was taken into the foster care system for the very first time. I've been in foster care twice in my entire life. I don't know what happened with my parents. I think my dad went to jail or something because I don't know. No, I might be wrong. I don't know. Oh, it's because we were homeless when I was like 3, so we both were taken away from our parents. And then the second time around, well, we were put back with my parents. I think when we were like maybe 4 or 5 years old when they actually had a stable home. And then after that, my dad went to jail because my mom accused him of something he didn't do, so he was wrongfully accused. And I actually watched him get put in the back of the cop car, which is very traumatic when you're like 5 years old and you wake up and you see your dad being in the back of the cop car and stuff like that. Very traumatizing. What else? When I was 5, after my dad went to jail, we were obviously with our mom still. She lost the house we were living in, and she cared more about weed and drugs and everything else more than her own kids at the time. So she basically left me and my sister at a park like for a week, like with nothing, and it was in the middle of winter, just so she could go sell her body and everything, so she would have a stable home for herself, and left her kids on the street. So then we were put back into the system, but we were put with our aunt and uncle. Was shortly after. We were with them for like until we were 8 years old, I want to say, and I think we were like maybe. I think we were about like 6 years old when we were put with my aunt and uncle, and then we were living with them until we were like 10, maybe 11. It was 11. We were living with my aunt and uncle from 6 to 11 years old. So like 5 years. And within those short years of living with them, something very traumatic happened to me. I was molested by my uncle. That's not something people would want to hear. But I also have a friend that went through a similar situation recently, but except for an uncle, it was his dad. I won't point out any names, but yeah. And I actually went to court this year, just last school year, so my 8th grade year, and I'm in my freshman year. I went to court, and I saw him again after like 2 years, maybe 1 year, 1 or 2 years. Wait, no, yeah, 6th grade, and that was my 8th grade year, so 2 years, I think. I don't know, I might be wrong with my years. He was supposed to go to jail for a lot longer than the amount he was. If I would have made a statement when I was at court, then it would have been different. he would have gone to jail a lot longer. But because of the fact I was too scared to actually stand up in front of my family, his parents, and my aunt, which is his ex-wife, um, I was generally scared. So I didn't stand up and say anything. But he did read an apology letter out to me and my brother, because it happened to my brother as well. And that's really about it. Put in the system twice. Had traumatic shit happen to me. Been homeless quite a bit in my life. Yeah. I'm with my dad permanently now, with my stepmom, which she's very nice, even though she can be rude time to time. But that's kind of my life story. It may sound dramatic, but it's really not. It's fine. I used to think that it was like bad, but after I kind of looked at it, I'm like, I'm in a better place now, so I didn't need to like keep that buried down in me. So I kind of just let it out, kind of let it out of my life, because I've had people say I have like daddy issues and everything, which I don't. Um, I'm pretty sure you meant to say it made you a stronger person. I think that's what you meant to say. I would say it did, especially after I went through counseling because of what happened. Um, yeah, after all that crap that I went through, it definitely did make me a stronger person. It made me stand up for myself more than what I used to. I used to just let people walk over me, and I kind of don't let that happen anymore. I kind of actually stand up for myself and my family, which is my sister, because Mackenzie, if you guys don't know her, her name on my channel is Mac and Cheese. Mackenzie, she's been there. We're twins, just so anyone know. We are twins. She's the youngest out of the both of us, just by a minute. Um, it kind of traumatized her what happened to me, because basically happened to her because she had to witness it so many damn times, because we were both scared to come clean and tell an adult. If you were in our shoes or anyone else's shoes that's happened, you would know how scared it is to tell someone, even if it is a trusted adult. Like, that's what schools tell you to do, is go to a trusted adult or anyone. And I was generally scared because I didn't know what he was gonna do if I would have told anyone. But the thing was, when it happened, after I got fed up with it, and I actually had an excuse to stay away from their house, because the fact my aunt said I made a death threat towards her, even though I didn't, just because of a mean drawing I made of her, and so she thought it was a death threat, even though it wasn't. Just verifying that right now. That was my excuse to stay away from their house, because the fact she was mad at me, and I was mad at her because she spoils her son a little too much. She made me and my sister feel like servants around her house. So, and then I finally went over there maybe after a few months, because it was my brother's birthday, so we were invited to his party at their house. And I kind of just tried to ignore my uncle as much as possible. Um, and he had kneeled down and said he was sorry when he was putting shoes away. And I kind of just looked at him, rolled my eyes, and walked away, because I didn't know what to say at that moment. And then we come to find out, maybe a few weeks later, a month, he actually came clean to my aunt about the whole situation. And then my dad found out because a police officer told him about it, and then he came barging in at the house and said, this and this happened to either one of you. And I said, yes. And it was traumatic towards my stepmom, because something similar happened to her when she was younger. She was abused, she was raped, she was molested, a bunch of stuff because of her foster parents. Yeah, I can definitely say what happened to me did affect Mackenzie more than it affected me. because I was kind of just a shy girl at school when that happened. Kenzie was causing issues and everything else. She started smoking because of the whole situation. She didn't know how to deal with the whole situation. She was doing self harm. She didn't know how to deal with it the way I could. When something happens like that, I kind of bury it down and try and forget about it. Me, I was putting it into poems, drawings, anything I could to keep it out of my mind and everything to stay focused at school. Her, on the other hand, she had a little rough time going through it, especially when it's her twin sister going through it. It's kind of different depending on who you are, and twins have a connection where, yeah. And I'm grateful I get to share my life story with people because it kind of makes an awareness. I love sharing my life story, even though it is sad and traumatic and everything else. I don't mind sharing it. And I have to say, my friend recently has gone through a similar situation, but I'm not going to say the name because I don't think he'd want their name to get thrown out there. You're amazing. Oh, thank you. I can definitely say at this moment, I've kind of deal with what's happened in my life. And I feel like anytime I'm in a relationship and I tell them like what's happened, they'll act like they care, but then later on they'll like say, "Oh, this is why we need to break up." Like my last relationship, I was told that he said I had daddy issues because apparently I made my whole uncle thing my entire life, even though it wasn't. It just anytime there's a word said that was related to the subject that it could trigger me. Yes, there are certain words that can trigger me to that said topic. And he said that's one reason why he broke up with me is because of the fact I made that about my life. Well, guess what? It happened. Deal with it. You're doing great. Keep your head up. I will, and I am. I think after the whole situation, I kind of made it to where I focus more towards school than I do anything else. Especially writing in the poems. Poems definitely helped my whole situation, especially when I learned how to write them. I think I just started randomly writing it one day. I made it like pain poem. I just randomly started writing it a day, and I kind of just started doing it because it made me feel a lot better, and I could express myself that I couldn't before. And if you wanted actual details on what happened with my ex, I had my friend Caleb just messaged me everything else since he's a friend of my ex. Yes, I agree with you. It is easier. But basically, what happened with my ex is he was desperate to get into a relationship. His mom had favorites, which was a bad for him to be desperate about that. And he said I had daddy issues when the whole thing happened, and the fact it wasn't even my dad is kind of crazy. It was my uncle. There's a lot of stuff. Oh, thank you. Yes. Can I just say, my friend Caleb was actually the one that introduced me to him, but Caleb didn't know what was happening and why he wanted to get together with me. Caleb was just, helping his friend because he said that his friend, he, Caleb dated my sister, and Kenzie met William on the phone with Caleb, and they tried hooking us up. And I said, okay, I'll text him, but I don't think it's gonna go the way you guys think it's gonna go because I took a break from dating after getting cheated on, and I wasn't expecting the relationship to go from talking to dating. He was kind of rushing me into the relationship. I don't know why I didn't see it sooner. Because I was trying to like get to know each other for like a month or so. I think I waited like 3 months before I actually got together with him. It was either 2 or 3. He was rushing me into it. I didn't, again, science didn't. Yeah. We were dating for a month, and just out of the blue, after I kissed him, like 2 days after I kissed him, 2 days after I kissed him, he broke up with me, saying, "Oh, we just have nothing in common." What else did he say? He said, "Oh, things aren't going well. It's not how it's going when we used to. We barely talk. When we're on the phone, we barely talk. Like we basically just sit there and say nothing." Guess what? Sometimes there's not a lot to talk about. My best relationship, we were friends for a year before we got together. My best relationship was my ex before William, which that's his name by the way. I did end up cheating on me, but then again, it was like long distance after the year we were together. I started dating 4th grade, and I ended this relationship in 6th grade because I found out he cheated. So there's a lot of things I could say because there's a reason why I took a break from dating for a while because I'm not a big dating person. I feel like dating is something you do when you're done in school. Where's my phone? It was up there. My sisters broke up. Anyways, as I was saying, dating should be something you do outside of like maybe your senior year, sophomore year. No, is it sophomore, junior? Hold up. Is it freshman, sophomore, junior, or is it freshman, junior, sophomore? Freshman, sophomore, junior, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. Yeah, dating should definitely be the last thing on someone's list. Hi, my sister. I hate my sister a lot now. It's freshman, sophomore, junior. Okay, you should probably focus. Like, you can start dating. I would say the recommended year to start dating is probably junior year. Not even junior year. Probably wait, yeah. That's my sister I was telling you guys about. Also known as mac and cheese. Your arm fell asleep? My hand fell asleep. It fell asleep and I was waking up. They just said hi. Hi. She just woke up. And remember, I'm doing it all later. She just woke up from like a nap. She fell asleep. What time did you go to sleep at? So long after you did. Maybe never after you did. It's like 4 o'clock. She's been asleep since 4 o'clock and it is now 2 o'clock in the morning. She fell asleep when we got home because you're exhausted from school. Anyway. Yeah. Where's my laptop right there? I'll clean up the room quick. If there's any further questions, if you have any other further questions that you guys want to know, you can share. But I think that's all I can really think of at the moment. But again, you guys can continue asking me more and I'll answer. Like, I'm not a very secretive person. Like, if people want to know about my life and everything, I'll be like, okay, sure. Like, even if they do think bad about me and say, oh, you're poor, stuff like that. Biggest life regret, Caleb is. Okay, well, Caleb's watching the live stream and texting me at the same time. He asked me what's my biggest life regret. That is very easy, dating William. Only because that was literally the biggest thing I regretted. I don't think I've ever been used in a relationship. I've been Chicken on, but that's about it. And best decision coming into this world. I'm joking. I didn't get to choose that. Best decision. Oh my god, decision I've ever made. That's a good question. It's also a really hard question. Next. Oh, best decision. Oh, changing my oh shit, what's it called? Life goal. Ooh, I know how to answer this life goal. Becoming an actress when I grow up. I want to be an actress so bad. I know it's hard to get there, but I know if you work hard enough, you can actually get there. Did you eat dinner? No. So I think it's on the microwave. I think working hard towards something that you really want is good. Because you like to see all these people and they always give up on their dreams and everything, and then you have those people that are trying to get to it and sometimes succeed. They may not always succeed, but they continue pushing until they actually succeed. Even if they never do. Like, it's life. I know I'm gonna try my best. I know what I'm gonna do when I grow up. When I finish high school, go to college. I'm gonna be living with my sister only because of the fact that we are both planning on becoming actresses. And if I can become a big YouTuber, I'm a small YouTuber right now, but if I can come like a big YouTuber one day, that's good too. If I can't become an actress, I think YouTube is my backup plan. I mean, YouTube is something that you just want to start when you're at a young age, that we can just build throughout the years. But I know I'm kind of just setting up a donation system on my channel to get a YouTube camera so I can start recording at school and everything. If I know a lot of people love the school videos when they can record, and then there's videos that I can record outside of school. Like if you guys want to see like get ready with me, stuff like that, I can do that on an actual camera with good quality. Because I have a separate account, one for donations and then my personal use only. The donations kind of just get set to the side until there's enough raised for biggest blessing in life, being back with my dad. Anyways, like I was saying, if you guys do want to donate to help get the camera so I can start filming better content, and then I can actually post a legit video of my life, that way people can go back and watch it, and kind of just spread the word, because I know a lot of people this has happened to. If you guys want to, let me know and I can share the link with you. Yeah. I've already had a few of my subscribers donate a little bit towards the camera because they want to see a lot more content from me than just YouTube Shorts. Because right now all I'm doing is YouTube Shorts because I don't have a legit camera. Because I know my phone camera kind of sucks to do like legit videos. But again, if you guys want to donate to get a new camera for the channel, just let me know. The link is in the bio if you want to, and then I'll just set that aside. And I am collecting names for shoutouts if we do get any more in. I should basically I'll be shouting out your name on the next live stream or the next video or so on and so. But if you want to know more about me, ask more questions outside of the live streams, join my Discord server, and you can actually talk to me one-on-one, because you can add me personally on Discord or be in the Discord server and have me added. That way you can just ask me questions, need advice or anything. Top 3 musical artists: Ariana Grande, Ariana Grande, Ariana Grande. Honestly, I only have one top musical artist, and then I think the rest is like country. I think everyone left the live stream besides Caleb. I don't know how to add any more comments. weekends. I don't really know what else to say because I want you guys to ask me questions, even if it does get really personal, like how it was a few minutes ago. What the hell are you doing? Again, if you wanna like have like I can open it. It usually lets me know when I have someone new join the Discord server. So again, if you want to join the Discord server, it's in my bio. I think I can post it in the chat, but I don't remember how to do it. So again, if you want to join my Discord server, it's on my YouTube bio, along with the donations tab, Caleb's Twitch, and my Twitch, even though I barely go on my Twitch. I might in the live stream here. And Caleb just sent me another question. Least favorite moment in your life? Well, that's easy. My uncle. So. Before I get off the live stream, are there any further questions you guys want to ask besides Caleb? Caleb, if you ask me one more question, I'm gonna shoot you. Not actually, just it's better. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just sitting here now.